I don't got time for boundaries. I got a show to do. Hey. Whoop. Hey guys, welcome to episode 6. This week you had a choice between Wind Waker and Twilight Princess, and you picked. No, wait, no, that was a different episode. Yeah, this time you had a. Don't laugh, Pat. Don't laugh. This time you had.
I didn't vote, so I didn't know.
So this week it's going to be Twilight Princess because you had a choice between Twilight Princess or Brawl and Melee Leftovers. This is going to be a really good episode, so I'm very excited for this. Don't want to spend too much time talking. Roll it. How many of you always wanted an up-close look at the citizens of Castletown? And now, how many of you have just instantly regretted that thought? So this is one of the first people you actually see when you first visit Castletown. His name is Charlo, and he collects the rupees, quote-unquote, donated from you so you can get a heart piece from him later on in the game. It's always been really difficult to see what he actually looked like because even when it was updated in HD, the camera was panned so far out that it was really difficult to get a good look at him. But here you are. Whoa, what is she holding? Is that an urn? Why would you stop to have a conversation while you're holding an urn? That's morbid, man. That's cool. Anyway, let's see what's behind this gate. Nothing. But that's okay. If I never checked, we'd still never know, right?
It's a good thing.
And if we carry ourselves over this way, we can get a first-person perspective of the Ordon goats being held in a stable. I personally think that Link should have been able to explore back here, and we could have had a hidden chest or something. But alas, we had an invisible wall. Wow. So I guess this is what Castletown looks like when you're not terrorizing people as Wolf Link. So my goal here was to try to get as many residents as possible. If I missed any, I do apologize. So we first started off with, oh, hey, he kind of looks like Gully from A Link Between Worlds. Well, that's cool. I wonder if they drew any inspiration from that. So over here we got an old lady, and over here I think we have Lord Raiden's sister from Mortal Kombat. So I guess in this case she'd be the god of flea marketing? Kind of a bum deal when you compare it to the god of thunder. And oh my god, you guys, I found Jaden Smith! So this is where he went after his career flopped. And here we have a man who fashioned a toy lightsaber into a hat. Very cool. I got a lot of respect for that, actually. And then over here, we basically have a Pokemon rivalry going on here. I'm kind of getting a Gary Oak vibe from this guy.
Well, my uncle, Professor Oak, gave me a Charmander, Ash.
And over here, you can see that one of the game's developers snuck himself into the game. It was probably his only form of payment, poor schmuck. And over here we have the Hylian soccer mom. Are you as terrified as I am right now? And over here is a priest holding an urn, which is something I can fathom a lot better. I love you, puppy. So over here we got Woody Harrelson just chilling on the side of the building, rocking some serious high waters. And over in the distance is the infamous fangirls from the hookshot minigame. The fact that they added moles to the purple-haired girl is something I never really expected them to do. Kudos. Ladies, please, I've only got 1,000 subscribers. I'm not that big of a deal. Alright, we're going to end our tour of Castletown with a feature you probably didn't know existed. When you remove the water from the well, it actually has a very interesting pattern to it, and including a little staircase, something you could have very easily missed because of the fact that this well is typically filled with water. Yeah, please ignore the blinking signs. So what are we doing at Mallow's Little Shop of Horrors? Well, some viewers may have noticed while playing Twilight Princess that there's a ladder to the left of you. You may be asking yourself, well, where does the ladder go? Well, guess what? We're gonna find out. Does anyone else think it's cool that this space is pretty much tailored to Mallow's height? And here we are, my friends, 2 beds and 2 tables. It's not much when you take it at face value, but when you consider the fact that you were never really meant to see this, it's a pretty interesting detail. And look, I know that you guys can see this on your own time, but I want to know, what is this picture? Why is this here? Hey Link, where'd you go, buddy? Now, before anybody gets too excited, this is the tunnel that was used in the Wolf Link segment. But look, it's still there. Can we go in it? I guess we can. Where are we gonna go? What? Okay. Alright, yeah. I basically ended up right where I expected to. So I had to go on Google to make sure that nobody has seen Barnes' eyes before. I Googled Barnes without glasses Twilight Princess and nothing came up. So let's take a look. Well, I wasn't expecting to see so much sadness behind those glasses. But you know what? I probably would be too. I mean, the dude looks like Napoleon Dynamite after he let himself go. And resembling Napoleon Dynamite isn't exactly a great start. Such a beautiful segment. So a viewer request asked that I check to see what the Arbiter's Grounds looks like during the Wolf Howl segment. And it didn't disappoint. So unlike the actual Arbiter's Grounds, which have no medallions, the Arbiter's Grounds in this segment has the Sage medallions from Ocarina of Time. Incredibly cool. Thanks, Rockman Peru. So listen, the most devout fans of Zelda, you probably already knew about the medallions thing. You gotta forgive me. I honestly haven't seen this stuff before, so this is new to me, and maybe it's gonna be new to somebody else, so we cool? Alright. So upon closer inspection of the Death Mountain, is that Death Mountain? Somebody's gonna have to tell me if that's Death Mountain. Well anyway, when you get a closer look at it, it's really just a molten cabbage. There's really just no better way to describe it. Well, somebody wanted to know if the Zoras had faces underneath their masks. And now you know. Well, somebody wanted to know if Zant had a face underneath his mask. And now you know. So now we're gonna find out if there was a guard there that whole time. Keeping him off camera, that's tricky business. We have to know. Ooh, Nintendo, you lied. It's okay, I forgive you. Alright, we're at the final confrontation with Ganondorf, so let's see if there's any secrets off camera. What? Oh my god! Oh my god! Alright guys, that was episode 6 for Twilight Princess. First I want to thank ZeldaInformer.com for featuring my Wind Waker episode. That was amazing, and I was incredibly flattered by that. So, I don't know if someone submitted it to them, but I really appreciate it either way, so thank you so much, Zelda Informer, and I hope you see this episode and think it's good enough for your site as well. So, next week, we're going to do a choice between Pikmin 2 and Super Mario Sunshine. Yeah, Super Mario Sunshine won. Alright, just go ahead and vote for it real quick so we can get on with this episode. So one thing I kind of wanted to do as a side episode, and if you guys want to see it, let me know, is a lot of the areas in Twilight Princess are interesting, and I want to zoom them out to give you a nice good tour of them, but they're not revolutionary. It gives you a perspective of all the areas of Twilight Princess that you haven't been able to see before. There's a lot of those areas that I wanted to feature, but there was just too many. It would have just encapsulated the episode, and I didn't want to make this episode too boring. So if you want to see that, let me know, and I can absolutely do a quick episode of that as well. But with that said, you guys have an excellent night, and I'll see you next week. Take care.